Okay, guys. Just let me know once you are able to see my screen.
I can see your screen share.
Yeah,
Yes,
thanks.
yes, yes.
Okay. So as we have all completed all of this, now we are going to the last. We have completed the authentication authorization, and we have seen the common type, like how we have to deal with it. Okay. Before that, now we are going to perform this chaining of API. Okay. Chaining of API is what? Chaining means something is like connected with another, correct? Chaining is what? Means I am connected with Regrotech, you are also connected with Regrotech, you are connected with your father, you are connected with your mother in any manner. So that's the chaining. Okay. So in this also, in API also there is a chaining where the response, we get the response when we run a request, we get the response, correct? So the response of one API or the response of one request become the request of another API. Okay. Whenever we run a request, we get the response, and from that response, if we make connection or if we set anything or if we make dependent on that particular response to another API, that's called chaining. And we will be seeing this, how we have to perform chaining and how we execute chaining in our real life. And this is very important, and trust me, in industry, in this way you are going to work. Okay. So be careful. I will be just executing each and everything here, like whatever we have covered till now. I am telling you, like the variable parts, the workflow, the chaining, setting the variable, doing the validation, everything I will try to cover up within this one. Okay. So let me open my Postman first. Okay. Okay. So today, like again, let me start. So I will be creating a new collection here. Okay. So new collection, everything is fresh now. You just need to focus. If you have any doubt, raise it then and there. Okay. So my first thing is that I will create a new collection because I am going to work for a new project. In the same way, it's a new collection. So I will give the collection name. So as I am giving Regrow day, sorry, Regrow day 6. Okay. This is my Regrow day 6 is the collection name. Okay. Once I have Regrow day 6, okay, let me change so that it will come at the end. Just give me a second. Better it will be at the end, so we will be able to see all these things. Rename. Regrow Tech day 6. Okay. Now you can see we have a collection. So inside a collection, we have n number of folder or n number of requests we can have, correct? Guys, you also respond so that it will make sense, like you are able to understand each and everything.
Yes, guys.
Okay. So now we have a collection. It can be any name. Now inside collection, we can have n number of folders, and that folder can also contain n number of requests. So I don't want to create any folder right now. I just want to create directly or suppose let's create a folder also. We will do everything right now. So here let's create a folder so that it will contain a folder. So I can give name like uh, day 6. Okay. Let the name folder name as day 6. Okay. And we also know that it contains folder contains number of requests. So let me create the first request. Okay. Okay. So we can give the name. So right now, again, I am telling you, we will be using any fake APIs. So suppose this one only that we have used last day. sample book API. Okay, so I have told you that you will be also getting the document. Okay, you will be getting the document with lots of validation point, lots of end point, whatever you have to perform in this way only. By seeing this one, I am telling you, you will be having this document. By seeing all these things, you need to first create your own test cases. Your first step will be to create your own test cases, whether it will be in the Excel sheet or it will be in the Jira. Okay, you need to create it. So that step I am going to skip. Okay, you know how to create the test cases, or how you know how to create the test cases in Jira as well. Okay, so I have given you the sample also. I am just going to just revise that portion so that you can understand. So this is the test case demo. So I have told you, by seeing the document, you need to give the test case ID, like what is the type of request. Then you can have URL, URI, or it might have only the endpoint. So anything you will be just putting here. And then you need to give the request body, whether it will contain the request body or not. You need to give that one. What will be the response as per like whatever you are performing the request. So if you are performing get, you will get the list of user, or if you are performing get a single user, then you have to write return, it will return a single user. Then the status code, lots of things you can add on, but these are the common you will be seeing everywhere. Okay, apart from this you can add more column also. Okay, but these are the common. So after going through the documentation, your part will be to create the test cases on basis of the document. So there might be get, put, patch, delete, anything. Okay, so you need to create all these things. Once you have created the test cases, now you have to perform it on the postman. So we are starting from there only. Okay, so we have skipped our one step, that is to create the test cases, and you all know very well how to write the test cases. So now you can see here it's given the endpoint, the status, what will be the request type, how to get the status, it will what it will return in the body, list of books, everything you need to go and you need to perform. And apart from that, it also mentioned that it required an authentication. So you have seen also that for authentication they have not directly provided the user ID password or the barrier token. So they have given the way to just create a new authentication, or to create or to get the barrier token of your own. So how you will get to get the barrier token? You need to perform a post request where you need to pass the client name, email ID, and in the response you will get the access code. Okay, so these are the steps for this one. Okay, so what we have to do? So now it's also mentioned that it will be valid for 7 days, and if you are using the same user ID password which is already registered, you will get client already registered in the response body. Okay, so what we can do? So we can create the authentication for us. Okay, as we have created which is valid for 7 days, I can use that also, but for now let me just create a new authentication for you. This will be the first thing to create the authentication. Okay, so again what I will do, I will come here, uh, I will write a name like generate uh, token. Okay, generate token. Okay, I have given the name. Then what I can do, it said like it will be the post request, so I will select the post. Then I need to give the URL. So URL, you know that this is the URL, and after that they have given the endpoint separately. So first I will enter this one, then I will take the endpoint. So here endpoint is this one, API client / this one. So I will copy this one and add after this. Okay, so now I have this one. I have given this one post and the full URL. Now it says that as it is a post, it required a request body in the JSON format. So in the JSON format, I need to give the what? I need to add the body, and I will select raw. As it is JSON, we need to select the JSON, and inside this, we need to enter this one. Okay. So let me give any name, client name. So let me give Rigro Tech Kolkata. I think last day we have added Rigro Tech. So let me add Rigro Tech Kolkata. Okay. Apart from that, we will be giving the email ID. So this email ID will be like rtk@gmail.com, anything. Okay. So we have added this one as well. Okay. And we will save this one. So before doing all these things, we need a token barrier to perform other requests, because other requests required the token barrier, so that we can get, or we can order, we can post whatever we want to do. We require this one. So I will run this first script. Okay, I will run this first script. So I will just run this one. See, I have got the access token. So this is my access token, which is valid for 7 days. I will be using this. Okay, let me just put this in the group. You don't use this one. Okay, you all can create your own. Okay, so I will be using this one. So let's okay. So now we have the access token. Now suppose what we want to do. There are lots of scenario we have. Suppose first scenario is to get the status. Okay, or suppose first scenario, I want to see the list of books. Okay, first I want to see the list of books, and I will just going through each and every step, and this step will contain, I am telling you, whatever the concept we have covered till now. Okay, don't worry, everything will be covered in this one, and in this, by this only you will be able to see in industry how the things goes on. Okay, so suppose the first second test scenario is that to see the list of book. To see the list of book, we have this one, get return a list of book, and you can see here it doesn't mention that it required any authentication. Correct, anywhere it's not mentioned. So what I will do, I will just copy this one. Okay. And we will move to this one, and we will add another request inside this one. I will give the name like details of all books. Okay, anything as per your convenience, whatever you want, and this will be the get, as you want to get the details from the server. So it will be a get request, and we will paste the URL, but it's only the URL, and I need to add the endpoint. So what is the endpoint for this one? So you can see /book. I will add it here. Okay, and I will save this one, and this does not require anybody, as it is a get request. I will keep this one, okay, in the same manner. Okay, I don't want to do anything. It is saved. Now what next? What next? Okay, the next is submit an order. Okay, let's perform this one. I don't want to get a single book, let it be. I want to get submit an order. To submit an order, what we need? To submit an order, what we need? Just see this one. To submit an order, what we need? So it's a post, and this is the endpoint, and it's already said it will submit a new record. Okay, and this will be like what? Request authentication. Here it's required authentication. and this is the book ID and the customer name you need to mention for the making the submitting an order. So we will perform this one as well. Okay, so let me again add this one. Again, let's create a new request. Add a request. Okay, now this is uh, submit. Let's make order book. Okay, and as it is mentioned, it's a post one. Just take this URL first. Now we will give the endpoint. So it's orders. Okay, this required a body. Then we go to the body, we select raw, and from the drop down we select the JSON, and it says that it will look like this. Control C, Control V. Okay, so order, it can be anything like to, name will be like suppose Igro Tech. I have given this one. Okay, let's save. What next we want to do? We want to see all orders, like whatever the orders we have, we want to see all orders. As I can see, for this endpoint is also same. Okay, so whatever we have like order, we want to see all the order list. Let me add another this one, add request. You all orders. Okay, so it is mentioned that it will be a get. Okay, and URL is exactly same. So I will copy this URL and put it here in this one. Okay, I will save this one. Now again, what we have, get all order is done. Now suppose if you want to get an order, like whatever the existing, you want to see that particular order, then you need to use this one. Okay, so you can do this one as well. So to get a particular order, we'll perform lots of things and then we will perform chaining on it and whatever we are want to do. Okay, so first I'm creating all type of things. Okay, now again get fetch details of particular order. Okay, so it will be again get, and here what is the order, then you need to mention the order ID. Okay, so meanwhile let me keep this one as it is. Here we need to mention the, after this we need to mention the order ID. Okay, save it till here. Then what next? We want to update it. Okay, then again create a new request. It says if you want to update. Okay, so you want to update, then to update it will be a patch, and like existing order you want to update, so this is the name. So okay, so again its URL is same. Okay, so URL is same. I will just copy this one paste it here. As it is a patch, so I will select patch, and the name I will give update order
ID.
details. Order details. Okay. And here we need to pass the body because it's a patch or it's a put. So we want to update something. So if you want to modify something, what modification you want to do, it need to be passed from the body. Okay. So suppose customer name was first word, it was Regrotech. Now I want to change it to Shahid Aftab. Okay. The name will be changed after that. Okay. Now save it. What else we can do? Okay. Let's do this one because if we delete, we will not be able to see anything. So it's better don't delete. Okay, if you want to delete, we can delete also. So if you delete, then it will give everything like there is no record for that one. Okay. So what are the things we have done till now? Now we have you can see we have collection. Collection contains folder, and this folder contain number of requests. First request is to generate token. Okay. So generate token is fine. Generate token like we have already run this executed this request to get the token ID. Now in some of the case we require the token ID. Guys, now you have to understand one by one. Okay, one by one we have to understand. Sakil, the question that you raised, I think on the last class, day before the last class, all will now resolve. Now you can see we have the token ID, correct? But token ID, that token ID in get we are not able to use that token ID. It's not required, but in the order it's required, in the view order it's required, in the fetch it's
Shahid,
required. Yeah,
Shahid,
yeah,
show them in the sheet, Shahid, that it is written that we need authentication.
yeah, yeah, it's clearly mentioned. I have shown you earlier also that to view the list we are doing to view all the list, so it does not mention anywhere that you required authentication in the documentation. Okay. Even to get a single book record, you don't require any authentication. Anywhere it's not mentioned. But to submit an order, it's clearly mentioned that requires authentication that I have highlighted. Okay. So you can see you have the token barrier, that token, but somewhere you required, somewhere you don't required, or you can see most of the time you are required. And this token barrier is going to change after 7 days because it is valid till 7 days. But after 7 days, if you want to perform using this token barrier, if you want to perform all these things, you will get what? You will get what? Tell me what request you, what status code you will get if you are trying to use this
400.
authentication.
400. 400.
400 related
Order ID.
thing you will get.
Okay.
Correct? Because this is valid for only 7 days. It is clearly mentioned there that you can use this token, and this access token is valid for 7 days. So you know that after 7 days, if you want to rerun the script, if you want to redo the testing after 7 days, this will not be valid. You need to enter the new token ID. You need to generate the new token ID and you need to enter. So, so this make a vital point. So if you enter manually every request, if you enter the token ID manually, then after 7 days again you need to visit to each and every request and change that token ID. Correct? Guys, correct? Like we require
Yes,
token
sir.
ID
Yes.
Yes.
for the post means to order a book, to view all order, to fetch, then everywhere. Like suppose we have 100 of now requests, then 100 time you need to visit manually and change the token barrier. So can't we make this as variable, or can't we set anything like, so that somewhere if you make the changes, everywhere it will be reflected? It make a sense? Guys, it makes sense? because you can see that it is a common part you are going to use throughout, and you also know that after 7 days this token id will get changed. So can't we make this as a variable and we use this on those places where we want to use it, but I will be changing at one place and it will be reflecting directly throughout the places where we have mentioned that variable. Does it make sense, guys? Response. Guys, tell me, are you able to understand? Because like this is the first step and this is the variable we are going to do. So first concept of variable we are going to execute here. Yeah, tell me.
Yes, everything is clear till now.
Okay. So now tell me, where should I create this one as variable? At what label? Because we know we have different label, that is collection label, we have folder label, and we have request label. So if we create that variable at request label, so it will be valid for that particular request only, correct? As per like whatever we have gone through the concept of scope.
Yes,
If
yes.
we create that variable at request label, it will be for that particular request only. So it's waste of time that if we write variable at request label. Can we create that request at folder label?
Yes.
Yes. If you want to create folder label is okay. If you want to use that access token within this particular folder, we can create that one, correct? We can create that one.
Yes,
So how to do that one? So here if you go here, so we can create at both. So if you want to create at collection label, it's very good, because inside that collection whatever folder, because it might have number of folder, and that number of folder also required same token, then you should create at what? You should have create at collection label. And if you don't want to, like if separate folder has separate token id, or you are working with some different token id or to authentication which contain user id password, then it is not required. Okay, so it's up to you. You know that you know the scopes. Okay, till where I want to use that particular token barrier, so you can set that one accordingly. You can set that one accordingly. Okay, so you know for this one you can set at folder label as well, because inside folder you require that token barrier, and you can set as collection label as well. So it's better we set at collection. So if sometime if we add more folder and required same token id, so there will be already set for the collection label. So for collection label, how we go? We click on the collection. Okay, then we have authorization, and first we select the type. So as we know, we are getting the token barrier. So token barrier belongs to which one? Barrier token. Okay, so barrier token we click here, correct? And we enter the barrier token here. So what is the barrier token? I have generated this one. So I will be adding it here. Okay, and don't forget to save. If you are making changes at any label, any pre-request, any test, always save it. So I have added the token at what? At collection label I have added the token, so that, and I will be, see what I will do. There are two way. Okay, first way I am doing it, I will show you. Then again there is one another way that I will show you. Okay, so this is the first way I am doing. So I will save this one. Okay, I have added the token here and I have saved it. Now it is at the collection level, means at the topmost level we have. So collection is the parent. Now guys, tell me, do we require authentication to generate an authentication? Guys, do we
no.
require authentication to generate the authentication? Because it is only used to generate, so it will run only one time. I will be not running this one every time, so I don't require this in this generate token. do we require to get details of books? Do we require authentication?
No.
No, as it is mentioned in the documentation, there is no authentication required. Clearly mentioned, there is no authentication required. So I will not make any authentication here. Correct? I will not do any authentication for this one. But for order book, do we require authentication?
Yes.
Yes. Then we have to come here, go to authentication, and you can see in the drop down we have a term inherit auth from parent. Okay, if you just inspect, like let me inspect, because even it will not work. Okay,
No.
so this is like inherit auth from parent. So parent is what right now? The top class, the top label. So we have set already the token at the top level, and I want to use that particular token only whenever we want to use. So I will just do what? I will not select no auth, I will not select API key, I will not select barrier token. I will directly select this one, inherit auth from parent. Okay, means whatever it is set in the parent, I will be using that only. Okay, correct? Whatever we have set at collection level, so it will directly automatically fetch that authentication. Able to understand? Guys, tell me right now, able to understand?
Yes.
sir.
Okay. In the same way, what next? View all orders. To view all orders, do we require authentication? Do we require authentication?
Yes, sir.
Again, we need to come here and see, okay, already the type is selected, that inherit from auth, means from the parent. Okay. Again, in the same way, we need to come here and do the authentication and check whether it is okay. It's already selected, inherit from the parent. Then again we have this one, the last one. Here also authentication is what? Okay, inherit auth from parent. So it will automatically directly inherit the token, means authentication token, directly from the collection, because in the collection, if you want to see, we have already set the authorization and the type was barrier, and we have given this one as well. Okay. Okay. Now what next? So if you are able to see this one, this is the part of this one. And can you guys tell me what other way of setting the setting this authentication or barrier token as term of variable? Guys, are you able to remember how to set as variable? How can we set this one as variable at collection level? Anyone can just remind me.
Global.
No. No, global is fine. Global we can do, but I want at collection level. Global is something else. We need to set it globally. Then it can be accessed from whole throughout. But I want as collection level for this one. So if you want to set variable for
Environment
this
level.
particular,
Environment
then,
level.
yeah, you can just come here. You can see again. You come to this collection, day 6 collection. I am telling you, day 6 collection. We have this term variable. Are you able to see this term variable, guys? Are you all able to see this term? Pre-request script,
Yes.
test, and variable. Now we want to set as variable. I want to set as variable that token as variable. So what I can give? I can give variable name. I have told you we can give variable name as anything. That day 6 token, so that it will make sense for today's token. Okay, I have given the variable name. Then I have told you that we need to enter the value. So I will give the token value that we have generated, and in the current also we need to give, and every time don't forget to save it. Okay, so what we have done, we have created a variable for the token ID, that is day 6 token, and this is the name of that one, and I can use, as I have mentioned this as collection label, so I can use this variable throughout this collection. So suppose I want to, I am telling you, this is the second way. Okay, first way you are using, see here, this one, inherit auth from the parent. This will also work. Okay, and the second way is what? Suppose you want to use the here in the post order, we want to do the authentication. So what we can do, we can come here. Now I don't want to use the first concept, I want to use the second concept. Then again we will come here, we will select the token barrier. Okay, in the token barrier, what I can do, in the curly braces, double curly braces, I have told you, in the double curly braces we will write what? Day 6 in the exactly same name, token. Guys, does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, are you able to recall like how we have done that one? In the
Yes,
previous
yes.
class we have also done, because we have set the variable at collection label. This is the collection label, regrotech day 6. Here I have mentioned day 6 token, I have given the value already, and after 7 days if I want to change that value, I will just come here and change the value. And as I have given the variable name and I am using the variable name here as this one, you can see you are getting the exact value here. And scope you are seeing, it's a collection. You can see the initial value, whatever the value is there is coming here exactly. Guys, any doubt till now? So in this way, everywhere you can just visit, everywhere you can just go to the request. Like here also it's selected this one will also work, but this is one way that you have set. For that you have set a barrier token and you are inheriting that one to every request. Or you can set token variable, token id as variable, and you need to come and add this token variable, and here you can add this one. Are you able to see? It's already added for this one. Or you can use this one as well. So whatever you will be using, it will work fine. Correct? Variable concept is clear now. Like why we make variable, what is the use of variable. Now suppose after 7 days, now the token has been changed, you are not worried about like you need to visit to each and everything. You will be just coming here, you can just change the initial value, okay, and the current value, and it will automatically change for every request. Or in the authorization you can just change the token barrier, because we have two way. In authorization we have already selected at collection level, so you will be changing this one, and it will be already that it already selected that inherit from the auth. Correct? Guys, till now it's clear? Guys, tell me, till now it's clear?
Yes,
Shahid,
yes.
authorization tag should be barrier token, correct?
Authorization tag,
No, on this page, under authorization, type should be barrier token.
this one.
Always.
Where tell me the page.
This page, on this page.
Yeah, this page, because you are getting, I have told you we have different authentication type. And if you are getting token, so token is belongs to which authentication? Barrier token only. If you get user id password, now tell me user id password belongs to which authentication? You should know, because we have different authentication type. So if you get a key and value, so key and value if you have, you should select API key. If you have token only, then select barrier token. If you have username and password, then what you will select? Basic auth. So it's up to you that how the development team has created that authentication, and they will let you know that this is the type of authentication you require, the username, or you have to use this user id and password. Okay, they will give it for you. Or if they don't give, they will just let you know how to get the user id password, or the way I have got the access token, and you need to select that particular authentication type. Okay,
That
it's
means
not
they
all.
have different authentication type. According to that, they can select anyone.
Yeah, accordingly you have to select, because
Okay.
if you have barrier token and you will select API key, So where you will type the barrier that token ID? Now tell me where I will enter the token ID. You for API key you require the key and the value for that. So you will be getting from the development team or in the document, or you need to create the key and value. They will give you the process how to create. Okay. So now we have the token, then I will select the barrier token. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Till now it's clear. Now what we have? Okay, let me move here. So here what we can see. Here first what we can see. Okay, the first request is that to get all the what? All the book details. So if we run this one, we will get all the book requests. So now suppose in this I want to add some validation. What I am going to do? I am going to add some validation. Okay. So before pre-request, we can add some pre-request. So if you want to add some code, pre-request is not that only you will log. Okay, I'm just telling you, you can add something. You can add some, like you can add some logic also here. You can set variable, whatever you want to perform before executing the request. You need to do it here at whatever the label you want to do. So here, like suppose I want to add a line, console dot log. I just want to add a line. Sorry. I just want to add a line, and I will be adding a line that ID is already generated. Okay. Why I have written in the pre-request script? Because I will be not running the generate token every time, because you have already generated a token ID. There is no need of running this script every time. Okay. So I have given that in the console we can see this message that token ID is already generated, and this will give a reason why we have not run the generate token. Okay, so it will just to make a sense. Okay, I have given a before running, it will just show you that token ID is already generated. Okay, but once the script is executed, this particular request is executed, I want to validate something. I want to validate something. Guys, now tell me, if you want to validate the status code, tell me the validation fast. Who is going to tell me the validation to check the status code? Sakil, try. What will be the function to check the status code?
PM dot
PM dot PM dot what? Guys,
send
PM dot test. PM test karo. Then what?
function.
Then we have to give the description what you want to test. At least name that so that it will be easier to understand. Status code. Okay. Then we give comma. Then we write function. Then what? Function symbol. Then curly braces, and inside this we write what? Guys, tell me why you are not telling. What do you want to do after that?
Expect.
Direct expect. Dot
PM dot expect.
PM dot sorry PM dot
Response.
PM dot expect what?
To have.
pm dot expect to have.
No, no, no.
Round
Within a
bracket.
bracket, pm dot response dot code.
Who is going to tell me properly what is the code for that one?
Bracket pm dot response.
Guys, tell me pm dot response, because it will come directly in the response. pm dot response dot to sorry, dot to dot have, oh, dot to dot
Dot,
have
dot status.
dot status. In the bracket, what will be the status for get? If you get
200.
successful, then what will be the status? 200.
200.
Okay, so I've added one validation point. Okay, this is my one validation point I have added. Okay, for the meanwhile, just let me run this request so that I can add some more validation. Okay, so if I click here, uh we have got the response body. So suppose I want to validate this one, available false, or what I want. Suppose what you want to validate. Mm, suppose I want to validate this name just as I am. Okay, so how we are going to do? Guys, tell me how we are going to validate this one. Guys,
Pm dot test.
pm dot test. Guys, like you have told me right now that you have done the validation, you have performed the validation, you have practiced. Like how you have practiced that you are not able to recall the things? I know I will be doing right now in front of you, but why you are not able to speak? This status code was the first day and it is the most basic one. Now we have to validate the body. For body, I have told you that you need to store it in a var. First, you need to store it in a var, means in a JSON body you have to store. So what we have given, var, we can give any name like JSON data. We can give any variable name equals to pm dot response, because it will come in response dot what, JSON. So whatever it will come in the response JSON, you will be first storing it inside a variable name as JSON data. Then now your whole this whole body is now inside JSON data. Okay, the whole body contain inside JSON data. Now what you want to do, you can perform. So what I want to do, pm dot test, pm dot test, then I will give the bracket inside this. Suppose I will write body validation. Whatever you want to write, you can write on. Okay, then give comma, then give function. Once you write function, it means you are writing a function in JavaScript. Then curly braces. Inside curly braces, you write the validation point. So first, what you want to do? So I want to check the name as just is available or not. So for this, I want for this name. This name, how I will get? So first pm dot what? Pm dot what? Expect. I will expect something. What? Then inside expect, what I will write? I will write the, what I will
Pm
write?
dot response dot code.
Guys, you have not at all practiced. Like now we will expect from what? The JSON path. From the JSON path, that is JSON data dot. Then what is the path it is? You need to just come here. You copy this. Control C. Then move to what? If you want to find the path, I have told you JSON path finder we have. If you're not able to find by your own, you can use this one. Control V. Now what you want to, I have told you just as I am. For this one I want. Okay, so I will go inside this one. I can see this one name. So what will be the this one? What will be this one? Tell me what will be the name? Guys, why you are not speaking? Are you not able to understand all these things?
X square bracket dot name.
Yeah, so this is the path. This is the path. So in this path it will come. So you need to mention that path. Okay. So X is what here? X is nothing. I have told you that X you have to neglect. So you have to give this one because first it is containing in this one only. So it will be JSON data ka 1 because 0 start from this one and then name. Okay, so this will be your what? This will be your path dot 2 dot equal what? What will be equal to? Equal to what? Tell me.
The whole message,
As I name.
Exactly,
just as
exactly same. Just
as I
as
am.
I am. Okay, and A is capital. Okay, just as I am. So you want to validate this one, and if it is not work, then it might be the problem in the this one. Okay. Now if you want to validate something more, like you need to check that type of this one. Suppose you want to check the type of this one uh, available. So available is the type. I think it's a boolean type, true or false. So let me check how you will check this one. So you can add validation, number of validation, you can add it here. So if you want to check the name, if you want to check the type, whatever you want to add it here. Okay, so we have added two scenarios. So if you run this time, it should run, correct? Are you able to see? This both got passed. The status code you are getting 200, and even in the JSON1 dot name you are getting just as name. So it is exactly same, correct? Guys, till now it is clear. Tell me. Guys, response kindly. We have to complete.
Yes.
Yes.
If you have any doubt, tell me right now that I am not able to understand, because this is the last session and I am covering each and everything. It might we will cross our time. Okay, but we will be covering this one because I have shown you the variable, how to set variable, why we use variable. I have given the reason as well. Now I am telling you, like, once we perform something, we write the validation in the test, correct? So we have written the validation. There are lots of validation you need to perform at your own end. Okay, now I have given some validation. We have seen the use of pre-request also, that to give some message or to add some like environment variable, you can do it before just you want to execute that particular thing. You will be adding at pre-request script. We have completed this as well. Now next is what? Next is this one, order this one. So in the order, what you can see in the order, you can see, okay, you are giving the order this one, then you are giving the customer name. Okay, this one, let it be, you are giving it. After that, do you want to set any pre-request here? Do you want to set pre-request any here? No. If you don't want, leave it. What you want to set it here? Now suppose, guys, now tell me, if you order something, what you will get? What you will get if you order something?
The order ID.
The order ID. Okay, now Just understand how the chaining will start now. If you order something, you will get the order ID. And to view the orders here, you don't require the order ID. But to view a particular order, you require the order ID. Okay, you require the order ID, which is variable, which is every time you submit a order, you will get a new order ID. Every time you submit order, you will get a new order ID. So every time is it possible that you will come and change the whatever, like if you will just go and check what is the response in the response body, what is the order ID, like 123, then you will come here and write 123. Is it possible? Because once you run the script at one go, in between, how you will be knowing that what is the response you are getting? Once you are running all this request at one go, so first it will, what it will do, I will just ignore this one. Then first it will show what, it will just show all the books. Then what it will do, it will perform or order a book. So once you perform order a book, then what it will do, it will just show all the order you have done. Then it will do, it will just show you the particular order. But for particular order, you require the order ID. But till now you don't know the order ID, correct? Do you know the order ID? Guys, do you
No,
know
sir.
the order ID?
No,
Because
sir.
it's a variable, it's a dynamic, every time it will change. So in between the script, you can't stop the script and just go to the first, you will go to the post order means order book, and from there you will just see in the body what is the order, this one. Then you will copy that one and you will come and paste it here. Is it possible? Every time in between that you will be doing that one. If you're running single test request, then it's fine. You see the request, you see the body, then before running the next one, you add that one. That's possible. But if you run at one go, is it possible? Tell me, guys, is it possible?
No, sir.
Guys,
It's taking too much time.
what? Is it possible?
No, no, sir. It's taking too much time.
No, it's not possible only. It will not take too much time. It's totally different. How you will, if so, suppose I have told you to reach from here to Jamshedpur, from Kolkata to Jamshedpur directly, you are going directly. You don't have any mean out. But if I will give you the step that from here, if you go to this place, then from this place you can take this one and go this one, and choose that particular like transportation medium and reach that particular place. So now you have dependent on this one, because you know, like from this I will be going this and I will be selecting this. Okay, but when you are running something at one go, that is the first scenario, then in between what will happen you don't know, correct? Because you are directly reaching to Jamshedpur, but in between what happens with you don't know. But when I have given you the way that you need to reach to that particular station, from this station you will be taking this train, from this train you will be just coming out, then you can take that particular transportation toto and you just go to this one, that one. So you know the following steps, you know the following steps. Okay, so manually you do, then you can, okay, you can just call me, bhaiya, like we have reached Havra station, but this train is cancelled now, correct? So you are doing manually, then you can ping me in between. But when you are going directly, you cannot ping me, it will automatically do for you. Okay, but in between if you just go directly and something happen in between, you cannot ping me that, okay, I don't know like what happened, I was not able to reach there, because you are doing directly. So in the same way also, when you are running the whole script at one go, how you will be getting the this one order ID, and how you will be writing the order ID here? Is it possible to write in between the order ID here? Because every time it's not fixed, that order ID will remain 1 2, that you will make 1 2 here and it will be fixed. It is dynamic, every time it is going to change. So for that reason I am telling you, we use the concept of API chaining. Okay, now how we will do that API chaining, I am going to show you. Because here, by doing this, so meanwhile, for one time I am just changing it. Okay, let me do it one, and I let me give some random name, like not random name, Sahid. Okay, I am giving this one. Okay, now tell me, if I run this one, what I will get in the response? What I will get in the response?
The order ID.
Okay, so let me run this one. If everything authentication is proper, everything is proper, then it will give the order ID.
Yes.
Okay, so now you are getting created through an order ID, and you require this order ID, see, which is random. You cannot, you can see this, it's too random, and like it's encrypted form, and this order ID you will be needing here to update. You will be needing here to see that particular order only ID. You need this ID only. So what I can do, so can I copy this one, or can I store this one at some place and use throughout my like throughout the collection? Can I do that, guys? Can I do that? Because I have the response. So is it possible that can I store this order ID at any variable and use throughout? Is it possible,
Yes, bhai.
guys?
I think it's yes, sir.
Yes, we can do that, because we know once we execute, we get the order ID. Okay, we get the order ID, and this order ID, when we can capture that order ID after execution, so we need to write some piece of code in the test, because after execution only we can do. So for that, what we can do, I have told you that we write where, like any name we can give, like data, okay, equals to what, guys? You also repeat so that you will be having some idea. pm dot response dot json. So whatever in the json body we will get, now it's with me as a name as data. Okay, so now I want to, what I want to, tell me what I want to do, guys. Tell me what I want to do right now, because my whole, this one, this whole thing, this whole body is now under what variable name? Data. What I want to do now, I want to store, I want to capture the whatever the order ID I will get, I want to capture it. So how I will store? So there are lots of way we can do, okay, to do that one. So let me do this one. So I will be doing pm dot, you can set as global, you can set as collection, you can set as environment, you can set as request, whatever you want to. So let me do it as environment. Okay, so pm dot environment dot set. Okay, so what I am doing, pm dot set dot in pm dot environment dot set. What I want to set here, I need to give the name. So whatever the name I want to give, so what I am getting, I am getting like order, ord, suppose this one I have given ord id, the variable name. Okay, and here I need to give the path, I need to give the path. So path will be what? Data dot, data dot what, tell me guys? Order id. Guys, tell me, are you able to understand what I have done here?
Yes, sir. You.
What I have done, can anyone can explain me what I have done here? Because this is very important. I'm telling you, in industry you have to work in this manner only. What I have done right now, you have got the response. Every time you will get the response, and every time whenever you will make a order, you will get a response with different order ID. Right now you have got this one, then if you make again, you will, it will be changed to different. If you again, it will change to different. So this is dynamic, it is changing every time, and you require this one for upcoming request also. To perform upcoming execution request, you require this order ID. So what we are doing, once we are getting the response body. In the test, what we are going to do, we are first we are collecting the whole response to a variable name as data. So now data contain what? Created, order, everything. It's come under this data. Okay, now we are doing a set. We are setting our environment. We are setting, we can set not only environment, we can set as global as well, we can set as collection as well. Okay, it's not only that every time we can set environment. I'm telling you, I have told you to set different. We have global, we have environment, we have collection, we have request also. So as per your convenience you can set, but don't set request, because if you set request, it will be for that particular request also, for particular request only. But right now I want to use throughout, so you can set collection, you can set environment, you can set global. So what I did, pm dot set, I have given the variable name, any variable name, that order id, and this data dot order id, what it will get from here, now it will be under this one. Okay guys, till now it's clear? Guys, tell me, till now it's clear?
Yes, why it's clear.
Yes, bye.
Sakil, Samsad, Atif, Hiten, tell me, Iram, are you able to understand like what
bhai.
we are doing and what is the
Yes, sir.
concept behind that? Only doing
जी
things
भाई.
is not okay. We are doing that. That's matter of, okay. But why we are doing, we should know it. Okay, and why? The reason you should know. Here we are doing just because you require that dynamic order id value. Every time when you will run, you will get a dynamic order id, and that dynamic order id is dependent on other request. That I have told you, that the response of one api is depend on the request of another api. As you can see in the postman, to to view the particular order id, you required the order id. Here you see, you require this order id, but every time the order id is getting changed, so how it is possible that manually you will come and enter the, by seeing and doing this one? So we have captured that one inside a name as order id, and now this is a variable. I have told you to how to set a variable. We have different way. Okay, it's not only the single way, I am clearly mentioning it. You should know the scope, and according to the scope you can set your variable. So I have set this order id. Now whatever the it will change and come, it will be under this order id. Okay. Do you want to make any validation here? Any more validation if you want to do? Okay, so what more validation I can add on? I am doing it everything here. Okay, everything whatever we have done. pm dot test, pm dot test. Okay, like here also status, uh this time status string I will check, string value. Okay, I will not check the this one. Guys, now you will tell me like, for the status string, what is the this one, how to check the string? Okay, then we give what, comma, then function symbol, then inside the curly braces. Now you want to check the status string value. So status string value is what? Created. How we will check created? Guys, tell me, what is the code for checking created? Anyone? Start. Guys, tell me.
So PM dot created round bracket
pm
to
dot
have to show
created. pm dot created.
and dot x.
What happened, Iram? Why you are not speaking? Sabaz,
PM
Samsad.
dot expect.
Guys, how you are going to like, how much you have practiced that you are not able to call this small things? Guys, I have shown you like in the this one also, in the document also, I have given you, like, there are lots of validation point, the basic validation point. See, still you are not able to, it is exactly same, just you need to, instead of 200, you just need to write created. Why you are not able to? This makes like you are not practicing at all. Okay, pm dot repeat, okay, or at least repeat with me. PM dot what?
Response
Response
to
to
have dot
have. Then what?
dot
Status.
round bracket 20.
And it will be exactly same. Okay, created. So I have mentioned a validation also here. So in industry, whatever the validation they will be telling you, you need to add it after that particular execution of that request. So here I have just made a validation that instead of status code, I have added created. Okay, so I will save it. Now I have stored this order ID. I have just stored this order ID. So for this one, if you come here, for this one, if we don't require anything, it's just a normal get, and this get will give you what? All the order, like from the beginning till today, means from the beginning means whatever we have performed throughout, all the order you can see, how many order you have done, you can see it here. Okay, so if we run this one directly, what will happen? It will give all the order. So today only we have ordered one thing, one book, and the name was Sahid, correct? And its order ID is this one, correct? Guys, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So here also, if you want to add some validation, you can add validation. Okay, so what validation you can add? If you want to add validation, you can add that quantity is 1 because you have ordered with this one as 1. Okay, if you want to compare the, because right now you have the this one order ID, if you want to compare this one, you know the customer name was Sahid. So if you want to compare the customer name Sahid, then you can compare the customer name Sahid as well. Okay, so here also, if you want to add, means if it is required in the document that after getting all the order, you want to check that there is one customer named Sahid, then you can add the test case here also. Okay, but I will not add here anything because I don't see any important here, because here I will see only all the orders. So if I want to check anything, so I can just add one thing, what? A single that the get request is getting proper or not. So I will just add a what? I will add a, guys, what I will do? I will add a peak. What I will add to test the status code? Guys, to check the status code, what we will do? Atif, Adil, why you're not speaking? Akib, what happened?
Uh,
Yeah, tell me what I will do if I want to do the validation of status code, because here I don't see anything much that it will return list of order, whatever we have done the order we can see here. So I just want to make a sense that whether we are able to get the 200 or not. What I will do?
PM dot test
PM dot test by status code.
Okay,
validation.
as it is the last day for you all, I am making the things easy. Can you just see it here, a term? Guys, are you able to see a term here?
Yes, yes, snippets.
Are you able to see? It's given directly. Here is a directly code to get an environment variable, to get a global variable, to get a variable, to set a variable, to set a global variable. So if you're not able to recall your code, I'm telling you, this will make your things very easy. So I want to check what right now I want to a code to check the status code 200 and I am not able to recall the method or function how to write. So you will be just clicking here. Are you able to see? And if I click here status code 200, it's automatically return the code for me. Guys, have you seen the magic?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so there are
Yes,
lots of predefined code available here. If you want, you can just add it, and as per your convenience and as per your requirement, you need to update. So if you want to check 200, so 200 is fine. Or someone want to check for 202, you just need to just modify 200 to 202. Okay, so there are lots of things available here. Okay, so if your request body is equal to a string, a request body has JSON check. Okay, your response time is less than 200. Lots of things are available. Okay, successful code has name string, convert XML to JSON, JSON value check, contain string. Lots of things are available. Okay, to get a variable, to set a variable, lots of things are available. So you can just take the help from this, because every time you will not get the exact code, and if you have the code, you just need to modify it as per the requirement your company is having to just do the validation. Okay, so I have directly added that if this is running fine, to see the all this, I will get this one. After that, what is there? After that, I have this one. So here I need to give the order ID, because if I want to see, if I want to get the particular order ID, I need to give the order ID. Correct, guys? I need to give the order ID because I want to see a
Yes, sir.
particular book, order book. So
Yes.
for that, it is not possible to hard code. So I have made that one as variable. So how we write variable? Double curly braces, and inside this I will give the name. What is the name I have given?
ORD,
ORD
ORD ID.
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 Okay, and I will save it. So once you have done this one, in this one, what you have done? ORD ID. Okay, I think I is capital. Okay, so what I did, I just made this one control V. Okay, so what I did, I have set that one as environment variable, and I will be using this one here. Okay, it will be done once that code will execute, then only it will come, because right now why it is not giving? Can anyone tell me what is the reason why it is not giving variable here? Unresolved variable, why it is giving? Can anyone tell me with the common sense you have? Because it's all about the common sense.
Because after executing it will give the order ID. That's why.
Yes, you are almost correct, because once this order request will complete, then you are going to set. So till that time it is not set. This environment is till now it is not set. It will set once you will execute the order book, then it is going to set this one. Once you set, then you can be able to see that one. Okay, and let me just copy this one and make it in the top, because first we will check whether it is created. So once it is created, then we will check, then we will just copy this one. Okay, this is the reason we are not able to see, because till now the variable is not set. Okay, and here what you are doing, here we are again getting something. So so what I can check here, if I'm getting something for a particular order ID, what I can do, guys, what I can do, I will check the status code. So for get, status code is 200, or in the inverted comma I can check okay. Okay, it's okay, we get in capital, whether we get in capital. Okay, yes, guys, this type of validation you need to add on as per your requirement. So here you are making a chain. So from this is connected, that from here you will get this one, and that order ID will be using here. And once you use the that order ID, you will get a particular book. You can see the details of that particular book, and if you able to see that, then it should give okay or 200, correct? So I am making a validation here also, and I will be saving it. After that, we are left with the last one, that is this one. We want to what? We want to do what? We want to update. So if you want to update, so we required the order ID, the same order ID we required. So ORD ID, correct? ID we required. And here what? Here in the body, it is already mentioned that customer name will be changed. So first customer name was what? Whatever we will give, the customer name will be that, and it will be now changed to this one, Sahid Aftab. Okay. Now what validation we can do it here? And we have already told you in the patch it is a partial update, so we are not writing everything. We are only giving the particular field which we want to change or modify. Or in the test, and here what status code we will check if you perform patch? Tell me, what should I get in the patch? What status code should I perform? Guys, tell me, what status code shall I perform here? Guys, speak, man.
100.
What? What 100?
It's 200.
200. Okay, right now if you don't know, I have given you the option as well. If you don't know, if you are confused, then we have this one. Okay, if you are confused between like 200 or 201, we can use this one. Why you are not following, man? If you don't know like whether it will be a 200 or 201, we have that instead of this we can use this one, that it might be 200 or it might be 201, because you are confused. Correct? You are confused right now. So why we can't use this one? We can use this one. If it will give 200, it will all make sense, and if it gives 201, it will also make sense, because right now you don't know. Correct? Guys, tell me, till now, do you have any doubt? Till now, do you have any doubt? Tell me.
No, no, no.
Okay, I will be adding some more interesting thing now. Okay, so let me run this one. Now you will be able to see the chaining. If it get passed, then we will be adding some more interesting thing in this. Okay, so just let me just go here, and in the body, let me order book number 2, and name should be regrow, totally different. Okay, fine. Now I am giving a order. See, this was first, it was KNE. Okay, KN, at the end it was KN. Now it will again, the order ID will change, and this order ID will be coming here, and this order ID will be using here. Okay, and we are giving the validation as well. And suppose, guys, suppose you want to check whether you are getting the order ID. What order ID? If I say, can you just print that order ID, will you able to print that order ID? Or will you able to check whether the order ID you are getting at this one, order ID you are getting at this one, whether the order ID you are getting from here, whatever you have set in this variable, is exactly equal to this one you are sending? Are you able to do that one? Is it possible to check? Because how I will know that if you are getting here in the order 1 2 3 and here it's coming and sending 1 2 3 only. Is it possible to check that one?
Yes, why it is possible.
Yeah, it is possible. So where I am getting the order ID. So if you want to check here also, you can check it here. If you want to check, you can check it here as well, because you will get the order ID here. View details. In the view details, you will get the order ID, correct? Guys, you will get or not? For a particular also, you will get the, because once you see all the order ID, means order details, you can see what? The order ID name, the book ID, then customer ID, created by, quantity, you can see all this. So in the same way also, for one also particular book, you will get all these things. For one also you will get all these things, okay, but you will only getting for the one book, okay. So here also I can make that after test, can I do this one? Can I do this one? PM dot test in double inverted comma validate order ID value, okay. So if I want to compare, then what comes? PM dot expect, because you are expecting that that order ID and this order ID we are getting is exactly same, correct? So PM dot expect. Okay, are we storing somewhere? No. So if you are not storing, then we have to store it first. Where JSON data, then PM dot response dot JSON. So whatever the value we will get from the get request in the response body, we are storing here, then we are making sense here. So how we were getting, how we will get, we will get in the, okay, we'll get here indirectly. So this is the ID. Okay, so path will be ID. So PM expect JSON data dot ID, okay, because you want to check that ID dot to equals what? Equals to what? Whatever you have said, PM dot environment, you have said environment dot, and you will get that one, get the value. What value you want to get? Guys, what value you want to get? The name that I have given, ORDID. It should be equal to this one, correct? Guys, correct? Guys, tell me if you have any doubt till now, just raise it. Go ahead. Anyone has any doubt? No doubt? Guys, no doubt? Okay.
No.
Explaining you in a brief. We have a collection. Inside collection, we have a folder. Now we in the first we have to get the token. So we have created this one, and this does not require any authentication. This is the only way we'll get the token. Then what we are going? Then we are going inside the get. Okay. Then we are going inside the get where we will seeing all the details. So what we have done? We have done the get request. We have given the URL. There it does not require anything. In the pre-request, I have given you a message so that if, anyone can understand that we are not going to run a generate token again because it's already generated. Okay. After it's executed, we have given some of the validation that its response should come 200. Then in the body there is one book name as just as I am, so it should be there. So I have given this one. Okay, after that it will execute this one. So once it come here, what is that? Here it's required authentication. So here I have set the authentication barrier as this one, because we have two way. So in any of the way we can do, as I have set as variable. So in the variable also you can see I'm getting this one. Okay, after that this required body. So I am giving a order for book number 2, means book ID number 2, and the customer name is Rigro. Okay, apart from that, once it is executed, what I am doing, after executed I am checking whether we are able to create, means are we getting the response code successful, means if it is created means it's a successful. Then what we are doing, whatever the response we are getting from there, we are collecting the order ID. Why we are collecting the order ID? We are storing the order ID just because this order ID will be needed in further request. So as it is dynamic, so I need to store it. So every time if the value will change, it will be coming here, and that value will be automatically trigger at whatever the places we have used. There is no way of doing manually. Okay, so now we will be having the order ID. Okay, once we have the order ID, now here is one more thing, that view all orders. Like here what we are seeing, all the orders till now. Like if you have requested for 5 order, it will give the list of 5 order. If you have order 1 order, it will give only 1 order. And here just we are making a small validation that if this request all body or all book view works, it will give a status code of 200. Okay, next what we are doing, we are checking for particular order. Okay, like you have book mobile, laptop, okay, earphone. So if you want to check only earphone, so if you do all, then it will give all the order list. But if you want to check, so you need to mention the order ID of earphone. So here I am giving the order ID, then it will just view that particular order for you only. And again we are making that. So here we have performed, we have added the variable of that order ID name, along with what, along with we have doing the API chaining. This is API chaining, that this order will depend on this one. Okay, now again after the execution we are checking for what, status code. Okay, 200, which is means okay, so it will give okay, then it means it's working fine. After that what we are doing, we are comparing how I will be satisfied that this order ID, means earphone, whatever the order ID for earphone is equals to whatever the order ID I am seeing. So if you want to verify that whatever the order ID you have sent, means for earphone, and is equal to whatever the order ID we are checking is equal to, is exactly same. So what we have done, again we will get the response body, and from the response body what I am doing, I am validating the order value, that pm.expect.json id, that in the JSON ID whatever I will get, it should be equal to whatever the environment we have set. So now set means to set, and to get means to get the value. We will get the order ID and we will compare whether both are equal. If it is equal, it's fine. Then next what we are doing, we are doing updating that one, updating the order ID customer name. So for order ID customer name, it's a patch. So here we need to pass the particular field you want to this one. So instead of Rigro, it will be Sahid Aftab. And again we are making a validation that any of this response should come. Either if it come 200, it's okay, and if it come 201, it's okay. But right now as you don't know, so we have given any of this should be there. Okay, and lastly the last thing, after completing all these things, once all this run, the last thing is that I want to unset my environment, because I want to unset this environment, because once you create an environment is created here. You all know very well, once you add the environment is generated here, and you are not able to delete that one. You need to go and manually delete that one. So once my thing is completed, I want to delete that one, or I want to unset. So for that one, pm dot environment dot unset, unset Unset what? Unset what? The order. Oh, sorry. ORDID. So I will unset that one. Okay. Now shall I run this one? Now you know what is the flow, how it is going to start, and how it's going to work, and what is the condition we have given. Shall I start? Guys, tell me. Guys,
Yes, bhai, start.
yeah. Okay. So for running the whole collection at one go, we have to click on the collection, run collection. Okay. Then we will see this one. I don't want to run this one. I have told you because it's already generated. So it will start from what? It will start from get all details, then order. It will order a book, then it will view all the order. Now already we have one order, so this time it will have two orders. Okay. Then we will be seeing this one. It will fetch a particular. Then after a particular, it will update the regrow with Sahid Aftab, all these things and whatever the validation we have given. Okay. And if everything is correct, means whatever I have done is proper, then it will execute properly. Otherwise, it will give some error. Okay. Guys, now see. Guys, see. There are some failure also. 2 get passed. Okay. 4 get failed. And you see all this reason. Now you need to check what happens here. Okay. So here you can see all the details. If you click here, you can see the header, you can see the body as well. Okay. You can see the response body. Now you need to see in the console. So this one is getting passed. Then the second one is one what? Status value string could not be created. Okay, 404 it is getting. 404. A request body is fine. Why it is not able to create? Let me clear all this. Okay, are you all able to see one by one? Okay, I will just check why it is not able to. There might be some issue with the flow. Okay, so as I have mentioned that token ID is already generated in the pre-request, it is printing here in the console, as you can see. Then get we have. So in the get, if you can see, it's getting 200. So if you want to go inside this one, you can see that we have the authorization and it is barrier. It is giving everything. Then if you go here, we have response body. In the response body you can see whatever we have, it is printing here, correct? All the book details. Okay. Then why it is not able to make a post request? So post also you can see authorization is coming fine, the value is fine here till here. B5 is coming here, but where it is getting failed? Okay, the book is not in stock, so I have given 2 which is not in stock. So let me just change this one. Okay, as you can see, why it is not able to? Because 2 book number ID 2 is not available in stock, so this is the reason it was not able to. So let me just change this one from 2 to, let me give as 4. Okay, ID number is 4. Fine. Now let me run this again. Run collection. I will be just removing this one. Token is already generated. Let me clear this one. Give the delay time as 5 and just run. Okay, guys, now you can see the first thing is okay, means first case got passed. Now 5 is getting passed, 1 is getting failed. Now we need to check why. Order is also done. Okay, then we can see the view all details. Then we are able to fetch. Why we are able to fetch? And we can see every details is getting passed. Then in the last we need to update, and here successful was there but expected is 400. Okay, but here it is getting 400. Okay, now can you just see in the console our order got executed properly. See this one. First one is what? Token ID is generated. Fine. Then it's going inside the get, because where we are able to see all the what are the books available in the market. See, it is giving. And here whatever the validation we have given, it is passed. Correct? That it will have 200. This is the reason. Now what we have performed? Post. In the post, what we have performed, that we want to order. See, you have created this one, and the order ID is now changed. I have told you every time it will create, order ID will be changed. Now you can see QOG something order ID. Then next is what? To see all the order ID. So now this time we will be seeing in the response, we will have all the order ID. Now how many order ID we can see? First time it was only one. See, one, and the customer name was this and created this, quantity was one. The second ID is book number 4 that we have created right now, and the name is Regrow. Are you able to see? I have given the name as Regrow and created by this one. And we have used that. And now we have used this particular order ID. Where is the order ID? You can see the order ID is QOG. Everyone, are you able to see this order ID is ending with QOG? Let me know. Everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
Sir.
And this QOG should come to where I am checking for a particular order. Correct? Means this one. So if I am getting this one, it means my API chaining is performed perfect. Okay. So if I click here, if I click on the response body, what is the ID here in the response? See, QOG. And this is also getting passed, because it means whatever the environment variable I have set and whatever the environment variable we are getting of the order was exactly same. And see here it's QOG only for that particular, means we are checking for that particular earphone is correct. Means if you compare this one with earphone, so we are whatever the order ID passed through API chaining is earphone only. Okay, because there also it's QOG and QOG here also. And we are left with last one, so that is patch. So in patch, again we want to check, like it should come QOG, because I wanted to change QOG Regrow with the customer name as Sahid. So in the response, okay, there is no response. This is the reason. Okay, we don't get response. It is the reason it is giving 204. Okay. So again, if I want to check whether it is updated or not, how we will do? Now guys, can you tell me, if I want to again check that whether it is updated or not, how we will see? Because it was Regrow, correct guys? It was Regrow, and I have updated the patch, and this patch they have, I think they have set like that, once the patch is done it will get 204. So how we will check whether it is updated or not? How can we check? Can anyone tell me how can we check whether it is updated or not? Guys, tell me how we can do that. We have the order ID now. If you check that particular order ID, it should give customer name as Sahid Aftab instead of Regrow. So if I copy this one, or if I directly come here, okay, if I directly come here and this one, view particular order, if I come here and instead of this one, because as I have unset the order ID, if I copy this one, Control C, and check for this one, instead of I will remove this one and check with this order ID. What should I get? If it is updated, what should I get?
Shahid. Shahid, sir.
See. So here I think in this, as it is not mentioned in the documentation, whatever the documentation we are using here, it is not mentioned that after patch. So it is not mentioned that after patch what will be the response. So I think when we are performing the patch, the response becomes 204. Okay, response is giving us 204, and we were just searching for what, 200 or 201. So this is the reason we got failed. But you can see it's updated. It's updated with this order ID, because this order ID, it was created at the time of when we have ordered something with Rigro name, and after that it's updated that one with Shahid Aftab. Guys, now can you just tell me, do you have any doubt till now? Guys, tell me, I need some more time, because I will be just showing you how to create one more thing, how to create the report. Tell me guys, do
No,
you
guys,
have
no
any
doubt.
doubt?
No.
No doubt. So before moving, so I will be moving to one more interesting concept, and the most important, means I can say, I can guarantee you, out of 10 interview, 9 time you will be able to see this question. It's very important question. You will, every time in the interview you are going to see. That is the flow of execution. Nobody has asked me, Bhaiya, why I can, like, if I want to execute, like when I'm executing this one, it is like executing first this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, this one. But if I don't want this manner, I don't want in this manner, I want that, yeah, get will run first. I will be seeing all the books available in the market. Guys, I'm telling you a scenario. I don't want this to run. So you have made that one as whatever, unselected you this one. You want that, yeah, gate should run first. This gate should run first. Correct? Or you don't want this gate to not run. Like suppose if you run without like workflow, what will happen? It will run first, then it will run, then it will run. It's a order, one by one it will run. But you want to change the workflow, that I want to first order the book. Guys, mention, keep in your mind right now, what I want to do. I want to first order my book. I want to first order the book, then I want to view all the, then I want to directly move to this particular, means I want to check for particular order book. Means as you book order, you will get order ID, and I want to see that particular book only. I want to skip this one, that view all order. Once view all order is done, I want to check for what? Then I want to check for all order. Okay, in this manner, like first this one, then that one, then this one. I want to change my order, means not order of execution, flow of execution. I want to check the workflow. Now if I want to change the workflow, is it possible? Nobody has asked me, like if somewhere we have a condition, I just want to run this, but I don't want to run whole, then that time how I will set the workflow? So now I am telling you this thing as well. Okay, so what you want to do? First you want to order. So first you want to order your book. So you just come here, and after order the book, what next you want to run? Guys, tell me what next you want to run. If you come in order, then it will run this one, view all order. But instead of view all order, you want to run fetch detail of particular order. Correct? Guys, correct?
Yes.
I speak because once you done the order, you don't want to see all the order. You want to run this one, that you want to see all the fetch detail of particular order. So what you will be doing? So after running the post, after running the order, means after executing the book order, you want to run that one. So where you will write the code? You will write the code at test. I am telling you, whatever you done after the execution, you want to perform, you need to write in the test. So here what I will be doing, pm dot set pm dot set next request. Just hold on. Pm dot set I think it will be postman or postman dot, yeah. So this command is not pm, this command is postman set next request. So after this order, what is the next request you want to run? So you need to add it here. So what is the command? Postman dot set next request. After this execution of order, what is the next request you want to run? So here you need to mention the request name. So the request name is fetch. Exactly same you need to write. Okay, I am telling you fetch. Whatever the spelling, I think spelling is wrong. So exactly same it should be, fetch details of particular order. Just let me check for this one. Particular order, yeah. Okay, so exactly same, the next request you want to run, you need to give the name fetch detail of particular order. So this was the name. Okay, so you want to run after this order book, you want to directly run this one, not the view all. So you have given this one. Okay, you save it. After this one, means after fetch details of particular, you want to run all, means you want to see all order. Then what again you will do? Postman dot set next request. Now this time what you want to set? I want to set view all
Orders.
orders. Whatever the name, it should be exactly same, otherwise it will give error. Okay, and after this, so we have come here, then we have skipped this one, we have run this one, then we have moved to this one, and after that I want to update, means after that I want to update. Okay, so after that if I want to update, so after which one you want to update? Means after view all order. So you need to write it in this test, means once it is run, then you want to run what? I want to run which one? I want to run, what is that? Update order details. Okay, exactly same I will give. So now we are setting the workflow, that it will start with order book, then it will come to fetch detail particular order, then it will go to view all order, then it will update the order. Okay, in this way it will work. And after like this one, after this one, uh after like this one, and let me just add this one 4, so this time it will not fail. Okay, and here I am unsetting the order ID. Okay, it's fine, because this is the last. And after this one, what I want to run, suppose I want to run postman dot next request, the top one, the first one, detail of all book, details of all books, I want to run this one. It's become a loop. Are you able to see? It's become a loop that it will start with this, then it will go to this, then it will go to this, then it will go to update. Then once update is done, then it will print this one, all details of book. Okay, so you have changed the workflow. Okay, so you have changed the workflow. Now let me just here add some new name instead of regrow tech. Okay, and book number id let be 3. Okay, better to add this one. And even in the update, now this time update with the kill. Okay, okay, now guys, what will happen if I run this one? What will happen if I run this one? See, I will do the run collection. Here I will remove this token. Okay, I will remove this token because it's already generated. See here also till now the order is same. First it will give this one. Now details of all book, it will be at the last for me. Order book will become first. Fetch detail of particular book will become second. View all order will become third. Patch will become, means update order will become fourth, and detail of all books will become the last for me. Okay, the way I have set the workflow. Correct, guys, correct? So in this way, okay, if the name is correct, I have given some, everything is okay. And now you will see one more magic. I am telling you, there is one more magic, and that magic is the question that interviewer will ask every time. Now see. No, something went wrong. Just hold on.
Shahid, after update, just give view all order. That will go into that.
Where? I think I have
Uh,
missed.
yeah. Go to your day number 6. Go to your collection day number 6.
Just hold on. Yeah, tell me. Where?
Yeah. After in the update, go to update.
Okay.
Yeah. Over here in your test. Yeah. So here instead of adding details, so I think the spelling is wrong. Can you just check?
Yeah, spelling is wrong.
Okay. And instead you can just write view all orders. That will actually give you a much better result. Yeah.
Okay. So it's better to change view all order. Okay. View V is capital. View all or DRS orders. Or DRS orders. Yeah. I have told you that it should be exactly same. If the spelling is wrong, okay. So if I run the collection, let me just remove this one. I don't need to add this one as well. Okay, so 5. Again, a spelling is mistake. One is missed. Order is missed. After which one it stopped? View order. In the view order, update order, order. Detail spelling is wrong here. This time yeah, that's details. Okay. Okay, now let me run this one. So I don't want this, even not this. Now the order will be what? First it will run the order, then it will run the fetch, then it will run the view, then it will run the this one, and after that again it will run this one. Guys, can you see the magic? This is the magic I was talking about. Guys, see the magic. What happened?
Yes, sir. Loop.
I have mentioned a word like it's become like a loop. Now it is not able to understand where to stop because
We
once you
have
do,
to break the point.
because
Stop
previously
run.
what we were doing, we have just set whatever the order it was executing this, then this, then this, then this, then this, and this become the last. But right now we have changed the workflow that we have not executed this one, we have not executed this one, we have started with order this one, then order goes to this fetch particular order, then this particular page order goes to view order, view all order, then for view all order, then we go to update, then once we do the update, then again we go to view all order. But it is not able to understand where to stop because after coming here it is getting this again, the same loop is going on, and this is the question you are going to face, that how you are going to handle infinite. This is the question, how you are going to handle the infinite loop in the Postman. And your answer will be like, I will be writing a method after that in that particular request test script, okay, where I want to stop my execution. So where I want to stop my execution, so suppose I want to stop my execution after what, once it is order, then it will go to see a particular order, then it will view the order, then it is coming to update, and once it is updated, I want to stop my order. I want to stop my order. I don't want to move again to view order. So instead of passing the request name, we will pass postman dot set next request as null. Sorry. And this is the command you need to give as an answer, that at particular request where I want to stop my execution, I will be writing in the test script that postman dot set next request as null. Now I don't want to set any request because it is null. Now if I run this one again, you will see that the infinite loop has been handled. Okay. Sorry, again I think I have missed something. Where it is the last one, is what, update. If we have given, just let me stop this one. If you want to stop forcefully, then you have to stop forcefully. Okay. uh, 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 Assertion is failed, that okay, assertion is getting failed. Again it is coming to view all order, then face this one, fine. Update is perfect, then again start with view all order. So here we need to give something, pm dot request as null. This command, postman dot set request as null. Let me save it. And after that I have given somewhere any, no, here we have not given. In the order also, update order we have given. In the update order, what we have given, next is view. Okay, here I have given view. So in what, after fetch, again it is going to view. Okay, after fetch it is going to view all order, it's fine. And after view it is going to update order detail. Okay, and in the update order detail, when it is reaching here, I am setting postman as this one. Okay, now this should run. So I am telling you, and this is the most important interview question. Okay, this command you need to answer, how to handle infinite loop. Okay, day 6, run command. What happened? See, we have not saved that time. See, now it's not in doing infinite loop. Are you able to see? It is not performing infinite loop.
Yes, sir.
See, order is what I have told you, that first post will work, then it will fetch for particular. So it's got to particular, then it goes to view all order, then it goes to update. So the way it is right now, it is now changed. It should be like, it should have work for order, then it should have go for view all. So instead of view all, it goes to here, then it goes back to view all, then from view all it goes to update order. Okay, so in this way you can manage your workflow. Okay, and even to handle the infinite loop, like if you want to stop after this request from in that particular test, you need to write what, you need to write postman dot set next request null. It means after that there will be no further execution of the request. Guys, any doubt till now? Because we are left
Shahid, I
with,
have one.
yeah,
Go ahead first.
yeah, because like we are left with 2 or 3 things. I will be just covering in within 15 minutes. Do you have any doubt in this one, API chaining and variable, how we have executed the workflow, everything? Guys, tell me right now if you have any doubt till now.
No, by no doubt.
No doubt?
No.
Okay, so there is one more
Shahid,
thing.
one question from me, Shahid.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Shahid, after update, if I
Yeah,
want to just run one particular request that is on top, and then I want to stop, is it
yeah,
possible to do it?
yeah, it is possible. Like
Okay,
if you,
like after update, I just want to see all the view all orders, and after
okay,
that, I want to stop.
okay,
Yeah,
then,
please.
okay, so after update you want to go to again view order.
Yeah, correct. I just want to view the order. That's it.
View all orders, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, then again you need to mention it, oh sorry, you need to mention
In
the,
the view order, we will mention the null part.
yeah, and in the view order we will mention the null part. View
Okay.
view all, sorry, view all ORDR orders. Okay, and we will save it. So it will go again here, and if I mention here null, it will stop directly here. So instead of this, I think we have to add this one in the pre-request. It will be, once it come here, the order start from here, then it will come here, then it goes to update. So once it goes to update, then we have given view all. Then once we go to this view all, again it's already okay, Failan. So this is the thing. If you add it here, okay, so if you add it here, so the thing is that it's already containing some next request. So once the request will come, it will directly stop here. So we cannot set for that same thing again, because if you set it here, the thing will be what? You are doing null here. So after moving from this one, because the sequence is what? Order of means book order, then book order we are going to a particular order. Then from particular, when we will come here and it will check what? First it will check set for order this one, and then it will check what? So in this way, if we write after this next and this in this null, inside this it will be null. Okay.
Okay, can you give it a run?
Yeah. Run. It is getting stopped there only, because once it is reaching to that particular and it is able to see that it is null there only, so that time only it is getting stopped. So we cannot re-go to that particular. If you want to visit to some other, like get all details, you can go there, because in this test only I have told you, if you are able to recall the order of execution. So in order of execution we have covered pre-request of collection, pre-request of folder, pre-request of request, then normal execution, what we perform, we get the response, then it starts with test of collection, test of folder, and test of request. So once it reach here, it says this one null. So once it says the null, so here only it's stopped. And if you don't if you want to go to some other which is not been covered, then you can just reach there and make that one as last.
Okay. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Probably, I think for the question that I asked, we can send a reference to that in the group. Not an issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll just go through. If
Yeah.
we find a better thing, we will just provide. Apart from that, we are left with the last thing. Sometime we need to upload the file. Have you seen, like whenever we just registered something, so there is some file to upload the document, to upload your photo, to upload your Aadhaar card. Then where there we have a choose from the local, choose file, we have a button. We click on that and we move to our local system, and from there we upload our photo or Aadhaar card, correct? In the same way, if you want to do the API testing of file upload, how you are going to do that one? Okay, how you are going to do that one? So to do that one, uh, here is the small thing you just need to do. That, see, we don't have that particular file upload thing, but I am telling you the step. So you just follow the step to do the file upload. So how you can do that one? So if you want to upload a file, so suppose in the guest only, okay, let it be in the get. Okay, so if you want to do it, so what you will do to upload a file, you have to perform what? Post, because you are posting something, you are uploading something, correct? Guys, first thing, to upload a file, what will be the HTTP request? It will not be the get, it will be the post, because you are uploading a photo, you are uploading a document. So suppose you will be in this one, okay, and here once you reach here, don't okay, don't mix match all these things. Okay, suppose this is your first name, last name, you are doing the registration. I am just giving you the step, because right now uh, in internet we don't have any upload related fake API, so I am just giving you the thing. So what you will do, you will come here, you will select the HTTP as post, you will give the URL they will be providing you, and enter in the body, like you are entering the body as first name, last name, date of birth, email ID, whatever. And apart from that, you also want to upload the photo of yours. So to upload the photo of yours, you have this one. See, form data. We have a option form data. Okay, so you need to click on form data. Once you click in this form data, you will see this one, key. Okay, you will see this key. Now in this key, you will select file. You will select what? You will select file. Okay, once you select the file, now this will see, now you have selected the file, you have text and file. So you want to upload a file, means a document or a photo. So you will select a file. Once you select a file, you will see select files. So once you click on select file, you are able to see your local system. Like I want to uh, upload from this one, I want to upload anything. Okay, this PPT. See, are you able to see? And you will be sending it. Once you send it, you will get the response with whatever the message that file uploaded successfully 201. Okay, the status code, all these things. Guys, do you have any doubt in file uploading testing in API? Tell me right now.
No,
Guys,
no.
tell me. After that, we will be just creating the report, and that's all from the postman side. Do you know, like now you have to understand how to upload a file, means any photo, any Aadhaar card, whatever PDF you want to do, then it's a post, because the same way you are giving the data to the server, means adding the data to the database. So you need to do the post request. So you will come to the post, you will select the post, you will give the URL. In the body you will come, whatever the body you want to pass, you can add the body as well. Apart from body, you need to pass like the file. So you will be selecting this, you will be having the key. So in the key, if you can select, see, you have the key, you can select what? File. Always select file, and it will give select files. So select file, when you click on select file, it will open your local system. So in download, whatever you want to add, you can just add it, it will be here, and you will make send. So once you make send, it will give the response, and the response body with that file has been uploaded, PDF has been uploaded, whatever the message, it will be developed at the development side. You will get that one. Okay, guys, any doubt till now?
No.
Okay, so the last thing, let me remove all this thing. Now the last thing, that is what? To create the report. Okay, now you are doing so much thing, your manager want your report, or your uh, even your like team lead wants the report to see, like whether you have, like how many test cases got passed, what is the condition, whatever the report they want to see. So how you are going to see the report? Before like generating the report, there are some important thing I will be discussing this one. To create a report on Postman, you all just need to download the Node.js. Okay, you all will be downloading the and installing the Node.js at your system. Node.js for Windows, you will be downloading it and installing it properly. That Node.js, after downloading the Node.js, you need to install this one. I will be just giving you the steps. So this is the command. Okay, if anyone just want to take the photo, you can take the photo, or I will be just pasting this one in your group. Okay, you will be downloading the Node.js, installing it properly. Once it is done, now I am going to tell you the step. So these are the steps to generate the report. Okay, so you will be needing Newman. Okay, so the command is for this one, Newman install g dash g hyphen g Newman, uh, npm install -g Newman underscore hyphen report hyphen HTML. Okay, this is the way to install Newman. Once you install the Newman, then there is a command to run and create the report. So this is the command Newman run the collection name and Newman Raman collection name dot JSON underscore hyphen R HTML. So I will be just showing you the step. So for that, what you have to do first, you have to export it to your local, okay, or export it to your local system. Then you are going to do that one, or at your GitHub. If you are working with the source code management tool, then you can do that at your export that one to your Git also. So we are going at local, so we will be doing it in the local only. Okay, so for that, you will be creating a folder, any folder. Inside that, you will be exporting that one in your local. So suppose if you come here, what we have done, we have completed this one today, correct? This one, Rigro day 6. So I will export this one. How I will export? I will click in this three dot. You can see there is a term export. I will click on export. Once I will see this pop up, we will select this one. What we will select? Recommended one. I will select the recommended one and I will click on export. Once you click in the export, it will ask for the where you want to save this one. So I have created in the desktop only. You can also create somewhere, create a folder. Okay, so I have given my collection, a folder name my collection. You can give whatever you want to give your name and you will save it here. Okay, now you have exported your this Rigrotate D6 in your local system. So if you want to check, just see here API testing, and you can see my Rigrotate D6 dot postman underscore collection is there. Okay, so this is my place where I have exported this one. Now after this, what you have to do, this is the first step that you have to perform, whether you need to export to your local or you can just like if you do with the git and GitHub, you will be adding that to Git and GitHub. Okay, from there also you will be using your command prompt and you can use that one using Jenkins and all. So don't remember all this term, you just focus in this local. So you will be coming here where you have exported. Now you will be opening from this particular path only your command prompt. So cmd. So open your command prompt and you can see the directory where I have saved my, you can see my directory where I have exported my current this one. What I have saved? The collection. Now I have told you that before all these things you may be required Node.js. Okay, so you can check whether you have your Node.js or not. If you don't have, you need to download and install it properly. So if you want to check Node, uh, uh, so this will be just hold on. So so if you want to check the version Node V, you can see my Node version is already installed. Then npm npm, it's already come with Node.js. Okay, don't worry that npm is what, npm comes already with Node.js. You need to check the version of this one as well. You can see my npm is also installed, and as it is installed you can see the version. Now after that, I have told you there is one thing, that is Newman. You need to install Newman. So here only you need to install Newman. So the command I have told you to create Newman is pm dot install underscore g not underscore hyphen g, then new men. So this is the command you need to perform. Okay, once you complete this one, the next command is what? Newman install -g under Newman report HTML. So you need to perform that as well. It will take time. Okay. Guys, do you have any doubt? Like till now, whatever I have said, like the way and the step, do you have any doubt? You can tell me. Guys, tell me. So now see, Newman has been installed. Now again, npm, I have told you, install, npm install -g Newman, then -reporter. I have given you this one, all the commands, reporters -html. Okay, you will be running this one command as well. So now you have Node.js. I have told you it will install for the one time. It will contain npm with it. Okay. After that, you need to install Newman, and you need to install Newman reporter HTML as well. Okay. This will help you to create the report. Once you are done with all this thing, your last command is to run. How you will run your collection using command prompt that we are using. So it is new men run, and my what? Collection name. So where I have exported my collection. So if you see, I have collect this one, and this is my collection name. So I will copy this collection name whole, and I will paste it here, and dot JSON. Once I click this enter, see, you can see the report. You can see like it run all the script. So from the postman also you can run the script, and from the command prompt also you can run the script. See, generate token, details of the book, get all the books, means what we have done, order book, then fetch particular order book, then view all order. It's done. Why it is not done other also, that update? Because after update we have given null. Are you able to remember? We have given null. Guys,
Getting his like.
so we can run it from the command prompt also. Now I want to get the report of this one. So the command will be what? Same, Newman run the collection name dot JSON space -r space HTML. Okay, and once we click here, it will create what? It will create a report for us. And now if I move here, and you can see it already, it's already created a Newman folder. I have not created, it's already created a Newman folder, and inside this you can see you have a Newman report of today's date, and see, you can see the timing also. See the date, it's today's date, it's created. And if I open this one, see, Newman report. So collection name is what? Regro Tech Day 6. Date is what? Exported with what? Iteration is what? Request is what? Request pre-request is what? Test assertion is what? Duration time, each and everything, the URL. Now you can see first what it is done. It is generate token. This is the URL, the size, the status code, everything you can see it here. Pass count, fail count, status, that validation we have done, status code validation, body validation, order book, the validation, fetch details validation, each and everything you can see, view all order validation. So this is the report. You can send it to your manager or your lead, or you can keep yourself for your reference. Now guys, tell me any doubt you have. Now we are done with it. Hiten, Atif, Any doubt?
No, why no doubt.
So you in your system you need your Node.js. Node.js come along PNP comes along with Node.js. Apart from that, you need to just once where you have created the folder, you just need to open from that particular directory your command prompt. You need to install Newman. I have given you the command one by one. You need to install. Once it is done, you need to run the collection, and you can create the report with whatever command I have given you, and that's all from the Postman side. Now tell me if you have any doubt. We will be just